Winch here, bringing you another high-definition video recording of Battlefield 3 multiplayer gameplay on the PlayStation 3. I want to talk a little bit on this match about the Sixth Sense, as I call it. People ask me a lot of times, well, how do I do good at this game, Winch here? I mean, how are you so good? Well, I mean, I'm not the best, guys. There's always somebody better. Just remember that, first of all. This game's about teamwork. I mean, that's the big aspect of this game, but that's not just it. It's about, you know, how do you play good? Well, you know, use what you have at your disposal to your advantage. And see right here, this is at Strike at Karkand. Look at all these mines enemies putting out. First thing we do when we spawn, and this is Assault Conquest, where the team has every single flag in the beginning. First thing you want to do is use equipment to your advantage, okay? So I'm going to be the Assault class. Instead of maybe equipping C4, maybe I'll switch to my mortar here. And let's just clear out all these mines beginning that everybody wants to throw down, so our tanks and LAVs will run over them, and they're basically spawn camp and can't get anywhere. So little things like this make a tremendous difference in your ability to do good and play successfully in this game. The mortar is a very powerful weapon. It's not the best at killing enemies, but it is good for bringing down buildings, taking out cover, eliminating mines, getting suppressive fire, getting assisted kills. I mean, all that makes this a very powerful piece of equipment. So, you know, don't leave this on the back table. Bring it to the battle, especially when you're playing this map, because those mines are deadly beginning. But as you see here now, my vehicles can push up and start working on these enemies that I'm getting assist kills with and everything else. I mean, you want to pay attention too on the hash marks. Whenever you get a strike close to an enemy, you'll see a little X on your crosshairs here. That indicates you're getting a piece of that enemy target. So more likely you want to put another mortar strike near that one. So I don't want to, of course, run this whole match with just a mortar strike. That's boring. And I see people do that, and I don't know why people do that. You know, use it for when you get the tide going in your favor, then push up and start doing what you do best. And again, in this footage, I just kind of want to show you, you know, what it takes to be a good player. You know, I'm using a gun I'm comfortable with, and you've seen my videos before, the M60, or as I call her, Deep Throat. I love this gun. It's just a beast of a gun. What else can I say? I got 200 rounds in this thing. I've got suppressive fire. I know my limitations of the weapon. That's the biggest thing I can recommend you do this game if you want to be good. Don't try to snipe with an M60. How about that for starters? Typically, close range engagements like that, I try to stay away from. And over here I get killed because I see this tank blow up, and I figured maybe there's some guys running out of that tank before it blew up, and unfortunately I was wrong on that. But this footage, I go 25-4. I get nearly 20,000 points, and you know, that was, of course, of a medal. I think I got a combat efficiency medal. I don't know how many of those I've gotten, but you know, lots of points. 10 kill streak is what I ended up going with in this match. I mean, not my best ever. You see my videos before about 20 kill streaks and all that. You're not really gonna get that in this type of map, but this match in particular, I just want to kind of show you what my thinking is as I go around this map, okay? You know, I just spawned on Bravo. I know there's going to be a lot of guys around here trying to push up towards Alpha, so around that corner, I'm always looking at my mini-map. See the mini-map? I got guys here ahead of me. If you see one guy on a mini-map, immediately you should think there's more guys around that, and then assess on that mini-map where those enemies will be running. You know, what corridors they'll be running down. And, you know, if you see one guy, imagine, you know, another squad may be covering that guy. So, you know, you're thinking about all this simultaneously, a lot going on. And, you know, I see this guy up here on Bravo. I tried to spot him. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him. But I'm not going to waste my time with him because I'm getting shot at right now, and I don't know where. If you don't know where you're getting shot at, take cover. You know, that's the first thing you want to do. Another great thing I do in this match is Claymores. I will put Claymores down this stairwell. I think I can get like 3 kills from it, too. I knew that guy was shooting at me. I let him run to me. I'm not gonna let, you know, I'm not gonna sit out there in Bravo and let him shoot me. So I let him run to me. I knew he was gonna come back, so I turned around. Sure enough, there he was. You know, I don't know how many times I see that in this game where somebody just runs after you. There's that Claymore kill. Perfect placement on that stairwell. I mean, but I don't know how many times I see that where, and I'm tempted to do it too a lot of times. You see a guy and you're like, damn it, I know I can, you know, I want to get that guy. You know, so you run across, halfway across the map, you know, just tunnel vision, You know, it's your mission in life to get that one kill, you know, when in fact you probably shouldn't be chasing after that guy. You know, just spot him or leave him alone, do something else, you know. Let them come to you, you know, or don't chase after them. That's the cardinal rule number one. Don't ever chase after an enemy across the map, because more likely you're going to get flanked or sniped, one of the two, especially in this game. This isn't Call of Duty, guys. I like this position right here in Bravo. This is my favorite on this map, Strike at Kharkin. This is where the action's at in this map. You see, look what happens right here. I'm going after that one guy, and I see a greater threat assessment, if you want to put it that way. I saw a guy closer to me, so I took him out first, then I went back to the other guy. That's very critical. Very critical in this game. There you can see, combat efficiency medal. I've gotten that, I don't know how many times now. 10,000 points. But that's how you get these medals. You play like this. If you see multiple targets coming at you, you got to be able to assess that and prioritize your threat. Now, this guy came up behind me because I failed to put another claymore down. Again, that was a mistake on my part. Anytime you make a mistake, chances are you're going to get punished for it in this game. So I should have kept putting those claymores down, because that's a very important spot there in that stairwell. There's lots of vital areas. It doesn't matter what map you're playing, but there's always little like corridors. I like to call them like rat corridors. You know, they're basically rats running through little alleyways, high traffic areas. Those are the areas you want to put claymores down. Is guarantee kills. You can always have 2 claymores out at a time with the support class, and you can always, of course, reload your claymores as well. But no more than 2 out at a time. Remember that, because if you put more than 1 out or 3 out, then it's going to eliminate one of your claymores. But this gun, I love this gun. I don't know why, it just works for me. And it doesn't matter, you know, which gun it is. You got to find one, and there is one for everybody. But find the gun in particular that you want to stick with in whatever class that is, and that's critical that you get adapted to one gun. You need to stick with one gun in this game and get really good with it, because the guns are so different. If you just keep swapping from gun to gun to gun, you know, you're just never going to be able to master one. And I've mastered this gun now. I've got almost 2,000 kills with it. And I don't use it every time because I know it's not the best gun for every match. It just depends on the map, depends on the gameplay, the situation in the map. You know, sometimes obviously you got to switch to engineer, you got to switch to recon or assault. So, you know, you can't just stick with one, but you need to stick with one long enough to know what you're comfortable with and how that is geared towards your particular playstyle. So I got killed there in that alleyway again. And the other good thing about claymores is they stick around after you die. So I spawn up here on B, and I don't know what's going on. This guy's like, I don't know if it's lag or what. He's sitting around. Look at all these kills I'm getting. Right off the bat, you know, I don't know. This happened to be a good spawn point. Flank these guys. Unfortunately, I think, you know, I started feeling like, oh yeah, here we go. You know, it's starting coming, and this is how it goes in this game sometimes. The moment you get some momentum going, you get shot down. But that's pretty much the last death I have in this gameplay, and then I think from here I get some pretty decent kill streak. I think I get the 10 kill streak after this. You know, don't get frustrated with this game. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. You know, if your teammate's not doing good or whatever, just stick with it. Eventually, sometimes you'd be surprised how quick things can change in your favor. Right here, look at this. What's going on here? This is one of the problems that kind of have with this game, is when you're shooting over cover. Sometimes I think the game doesn't register that there's no cover there, but it thinks there's cover or something. So, I mean, I don't know how many times I was hitting that guy, but he was not registering hits. So, just be cautious of that. I think that's kind of a glitch. It needs to be addressed. Hopefully they'll clean that up.
Pick it up.
Always put out ammo or health, whatever it is that works, or that's in your support class. Great place for claymores right here. I'll get killed. Those will eventually turn into kills, guaranteed at some point in the match. I mean, that's it. I'm not kidding. That's a guaranteed kill anytime you put a claymore in that direction. You can't see claymores in this game. They're really tough to spot, and I mean, they're just instant killing. Now, I know I got a piece of this guy. This is another thing I want to talk about. Whenever you get a piece of a guy, that's when you want to be aggressive and charge at him. He's at a disadvantage. He's wounded, and chances are, even if you don't get a beat on him, first of all, you'll be able to finish him off. Now, I don't know where the hell that guy ended up running, but, you know, you still want to charge that guy anytime you get a piece of the guy and try to finish him off. Because a lot of times maybe a squad mate or something will be coming up to rescue him, and There he is. Okay, see, I just got a little piece of him, finished him off. Because, of course, his health didn't regenerate in that amount of time. Shoot these damn things anytime you see. If you see my video about the MAV and how effective that tool that is, basically you can be a general in the MAV and command your entire team from the MAV vantage point in an unmanned aerial vehicle. Very effective tool. Again, another example why you want to use, whatever class equipment you have, use it correctly and use it to your advantage. Poor teammate, man. I was trying to get there in time to save him, but we just can't do it sometimes. Another thing I want to talk about is when you're securing a position and it's just you securing it, it takes a long time to secure it. So just don't stand out in the middle of nowhere next to the flag. You're sniper bait. Take cover behind something. And I'm not going to sit here when I know there's a guy around the corner on the minimap, so always look at your minimap. As soon as I saw that guy, I'm like, boom, I know I got an advantage. He doesn't know where I'm at. I know where he's at, so I take that to my advantage, whip around that corner, dead meat instantly. That's how you play this game. But look at this. See, I'm getting sniped. I don't know from where. I didn't see him on my minimap, but I'm not going to be dumb and stick my head back out there for him to finish me off. I'm going to try to go around a corner, try to kind of see if I can get an angle on him. I'm like, where is that guy? He had a silenced weapon. He still hit me. I'm like, hell with it. I got 30% health. There's a Claymore kill. 30% health. I'm not going to screw around with it. I'm going to go over here, let my buddies revive me. Let's go out and take him out together. Or at least have some more targets for that guy to shoot at. But you don't want it. I don't know how many times, again, you're tempted to do it. When you're getting shot, you're like, where's that guy shooting me from? Let me go get him, No, you're going to lose 9.9 times out of 10 in that situation. So, again, be smart. Now this beautiful. M60, look at him run. Tail between their legs, like, M60. Okay, let me come back. No, you don't want to do it. You don't want to mess with the M60. Another guy shooting me on the minimap. Well, I thought, not on the minimap, but I heard him shooting me from high. So pay attention to your sound direction. Came back around and finished him off. The sound is so critical, and again, I really emphasize you guys get a headset if you're a serious gamer, because that makes it so much more effective in this game. If you hear where the direction the sound's coming from, behind you, in front of you, to the side of you, it really helps out if they got a suppressed weapon. But that's it, guys. Just some general tips there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the subscriptions and comments, and got more to come. Thanks for watching again, and let me know what you want to see in the future.